Hi Scorpio, thanks for joining me for the November reading of Tarot Scopes with Animal Totem, and happy birthday to most of your Scorpios. Are probably November Scorpios. Also, it's going to be your new moon this month, and that new moon is going to occur on the 7th. Right around that time, there's a lot of things happening. Jupiter, the next day, Jupiter's leaving your sign and moving into Sagittarius. The nodes are going to change signs right around that day. So a lot is really happening around this time. As always, we're going to do a tarot spread, the Rock and Roll Tarot deck for starters. And then we are going to follow up with the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards. These are both decks are my own creation if you've never seen this videos. And they're available for purchase. You can find that out on my website and down below. If you are a Patreon supporter, then we're going to also do a bonus card from the Speed of Light Oracles by Leanne Peters. It's a different deck every month. That'll be the deck we're using this month. Quickly before we start the cards, I wanted to tell you that I am opening up. If you're a patron and you're watching this in early October, then it might not be listed yet, but by the end of October through November and December, I will be making available the year ahead readings. They're always very popular. It's a 4-quarter reading. It's a little bit of astrology, but mostly tarot. It's the first quarter, second quarter, there's cards laid out, and it's just for you, and then also an animal totem for you for the year. So, if you're watching this as a regular viewer on YouTube, then you will know that this is available. Okay, so what is going on for our Scorpios for November? Big, powerful time for you Scorpios. This is the time of year when your new moon, your solar return, your new moon, you get one new moon a year. You get one new moon, you get one full moon a year. This is your new moon. Okay, so here's the card. Looks like some of you have been stressing out about some money stuff here, but the good news is what happens when Jupiter leaves your sign right after your new moon. So this time is so powerful. Again, let's run over this again. New moon in Scorpio on the 7th. Super powerful for creating, manifesting, doing what, it's your new year. One second. Sorry, let me drink of water. I think I need a little bit of a cough drop here too. So it's a super powerful time regardless. There's a lot of shifting energy going on that day, but then the next day, the 8th, Jupiter moves from the sign of Scorpio. It's been in your sign for an entire year. Here's my first reading I'm doing today. I need to make a couple minor adjustments to this camera position. There we go. It's going to move into Sagittarius. So particularly if you're a Scorpio rising, when Jupiter moves into your second house of money, which is Sagittarius, this is when your money can really start through the roof, do very well. As with all secular things, astrology, it's a 12-year cycle, so you might want to go back to, it actually would be 07 the last time that Jupiter was in Sagittarius. Think about what was going on then. Some of these things may be revisited at this time. But it's so powerful. There's this huge shifting going on. I'm probably going to do a video just on that, but let's look at this spread. Oh, now I gotta sneeze. Am I going to sneeze or am I not going to sneeze? Oh, I guess I'm not going to sneeze. Okay. 3 of Cups was the first card out. This is awesome. 3 of Cups is a card of happiness and celebration and fun, good times and everything. What could be your birthday if you are Scorpio sun sign. You should look at your sun, rising, and moon for these two. I don't do a lot of astrology in this, so it would apply to all 3. But it's some kind of, also in November, we have Thanksgiving in America. So it could be around Thanksgiving. But it's a time of a happy time, something to celebrate about. Some happy, good times are happening, and lots of fun and enjoyment and getting together with friends. And it's awesome. And it's right next to the 4 of Rods. So some of you, maybe you're going to move, or maybe a friend comes to town to visit for the holidays, or you go home with family and visit. Because this is about the home environment often, most of the time. It's about you're in this happy home environment. And especially when these two are together. This is like, gathering with friends and family, something about the home, So it could be like that, somebody's coming home for the holidays, But it also could be maybe you heard that you're going to move, or you got, sometimes, especially because you have this card down here, which could be traveling. So there could be some traveling going on, which is not uncommon during the holiday season. You could be traveling, you could be moving though. Some of you, this is a long time thing that you really have been wanting to move for a while, and it could happen. It could also be a job. It could be maybe you're going to finally start working from home if you wanted to, or your home-based business could really start to flourish, although it might not be just yet. Here's you. This is the cup person. By the way, in these general readings, gender does not apply, so this could be, it's not necessarily a man. It could be anybody. It's you. You know, you're the water sign person. You're showing up in the reverse position here. So that means that somehow something was off kilter here. So you were going about things the wrong way. Here's what I feel. It feels like he's looking over here. And it feels like for a lot of you, you were really hell-bent on wanting this particular thing. And it didn't happen, it's not happening. It's, you know, in this way it would be, oh, it's this financial opportunity, I have my own business, I'm so happy and abundant. But it seems like it just never, in the reverse, it's like it just never worked out. It just never worked out. And it's because Star in reverse is right next to it. Star is your spirit guides, angels, and helpers on the other side. They're always trying to guide you toward your life's plan and all this stuff. And then when it's in reverse, it's like, no, no, no. You know, this isn't our plan for you. Whenever it's in reverse, the cards around it are saying, you know, Star Spirit's not leading you to this. So you were, you know, pretty fixed on this is what I'm really feeling. Justice is there. Justice is done. So whatever this, it was some kind of, feels like karma, but it also could be, the word retribution really stands out to me on here. Karmic retribution. Let that happen, by the way, if you've never seen these readings. That's what's cool about this deck, is these words. They can morph, they can pop off the screen at you. Those are messages coming through. But retribution came out to me just then. But my take on this is that justice is done. Whatever this struggle was, whatever you were struggling for, or vying for, or hell-bent on, justice is done. You don't have to, you know, worry about that anymore. It's over. It's done. And you're free to move on to the next thing, which is full of happiness, joy, and celebration. There is some kind of connection to the past, though, but it's not, it feels to me like it's not the recent past. Or this could come true, but in a twisted, different way than you'd have thought it would, you know. It's not going to go exactly according to the plan that you had in mind here. But that doesn't mean that something really wonderful and fulfilling is not heading your way. This card, this way, it's like you're looking at the spilled cups. What went wrong? What went wrong? Not seeing the other opportunity that's there. So there is this other opportunity, and it certainly seems like it's showing up here. You might have to walk away from something that you put a lot of time and effort into. Because this feels like you've been focusing on this for a long time. You put a lot of time and effort into it. Because you took a while to stack up all those cups, and it can be scary going off into the unknown. You don't know what's out there. But it's good. I'm telling you, it's good. It's worth doing. You know, it's better than beating this dead horse. I think I used that analogy in another person's reading. See, for everybody, there's a lot of big shifting energy. Chiron goes back into Pisces. Uranus is going retrograde. Jupiter moving into Sagittarius. The nodes are changing access. So there's all this stuff. It's big changes are afoot. But, you know, with the Scorpio energy, that's, you know, that's par for the course for you. Scorpio is all about change. It's death and rebirth. What's he heading towards? I was like, well, where is he going? So he's leaving behind something he's piled up, took a long time to pile up there. He's sad about it. Well, he's moving towards a breakthrough. Because this card in this way is a stalemate, you can't get past it, and then it's a breakthrough. So something this is the stalemate. Let it go, okay? Let it go. Open up to the new thing, because it's here. It's upon you. Don't be stubborn and fixed and saying, no, it's my way or the highway. It's got to be this, you know. Be open. Okay. Let's go over and do this thing. Don't forget about the year ahead reading if you're interested. That'll be available for a very limited time. It's always very popular every year. So Go ahead and if you're interested, you can order that now, as well as all my other stuff, which also make great gifts as we're approaching the holidays, the decks, the books, the astral art. It's all available on my website. I have t-shirts that are spiritual and cool too, so check it out. Also, at this time of the year for you guys, for your new solar new year, your solar return, it's a great time to order that year ahead report I have, that little astrology report. I mean, it's not little, it's huge. It's like 60 to 80 pages. But it's not, it's very inexpensive, so you might want to check that out too. But anyways, let's see. Animal totem card for our Scorpio friends. The seagull. I always think of a seagull as, you know, going in two different worlds. And that's kind of what, you know, it's this, what's happening now at this shift of energy, I think. You know, everything's shifting. We're kind of in one world and another at the same time, and that's what the seagull does, because it's in the water and the land. Joyous seafarer calling from the sky, edging on this world and another, coming from a higher perspective, riding the currents of life. Well, yeah, that last part about coming from a higher perspective, because when you're narrowly focused on, I want this, I want this, I want this, you can't let in that higher perspective, which is another, something else that you might think of the star might be, you know, you might think of the star as this higher perspective. Riding the currents of life, you know, that's this. And when I was looking at the star, those little water thingies were really standing out to me too. And this is too, you know, it's like not being, no, it's got to be this, this, this. See where the river takes you. See where the stream takes you. Ride the current, you know. Okay. So that's the free reading for November. I keep saying, when I say October, because I'm recording this in October, but this is the November reading. It's so powerful for you, Scorpio. I'm contemplating maybe doing a astrology video because there's so much going on. But that potentially would be maybe either pay-per-view or only for patrons, but I digress. If you are a patron, there will be a bonus card related to this reading, drawn from the Leanne Peters decks. If you're interested in that, you can head over to Patreon. You also get these, patrons get the extra bonus card, and they get their monthly readings early with no Google ads. So if that's something that interests you, please do check it out. If you want to hit the subscribe button here, you can never miss a thing. So thank you all for everything you do by purchasing my wares, supporting me on Patreon, ordering the readings, ordering the charts, ordering the art, purchasing my books and decks and everything. All that goes towards me continuing to do these free readings for you every month, as I have for many years now on YouTube. So I appreciate you all so much. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great solar return, great new moon, and happy birthday. Okay, Scorpio, until next time.